Okay, now let's come to the type of events. There are different type of events. The first one is a simple event, very simple. That is only one outcomes. Okay, an outcome with only one characteristics from a sample space. For example, we can get a black card from a deck of the 52 cards. A black card is just one characteristics. And compared to simple event, joint event means there are the two characteristics at the same time. That means two outcomes occurring simultaneously. What does the simultaneous mean? Simultaneous means at the same time. For example, picking a black queen from a deck of 52 cards. And this event, we need the outcomes, two outcomes. What is the two outcomes? The outcomes is the first, it must be black. The second, it also must be queen. Okay, so there are two characteristics. One is black, one is queen. And these two outcomes must occur at the same time. So that is a joint event. Okay, the third is impossible events. What is impossible events? That is the outcomes cannot come out. It is impossible to come out. Okay, so its probability is zero. Very, very simple, very easy. For example, drawing a black and white in one card from a deck of the 52 cards. It's impossible because one card can either be a black or red. It cannot be a black and red. So it is impossible events. Complement of the event. Just now we mentioned the complements of event A in property of probabilities. So complements of event A is denoted by this formula. You can say a 1 minus probability of event A. So for example, complement of the drawing kings of the hearts. And its complement event is all cards in the deck which are not kings of the hearts. King of the hearts 就是红桃13. And also look at this example. If we throw a dice and there are 6 outcomes, okay, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4. If the event A includes 5 and 6, the complement of event A should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So their probability of event A plus probability of a complement of event A should be 1. So that is a complement of event A. Next, mutually exclusive events. That means the two events exclude each other. If these events occur, that event could not occur. That means the two events cannot occur simultaneously. For example, if I throw a coin, the outcomes can either be head or tail. It cannot be both head and tail. So we can say that the event head and the event tail are mutually exclusive events. That means the two events cannot occur at the same time. Okay. Look at the picture on the left. Event A and event B are mutually exclusive. Okay. But on the left, not. Okay. If event A is drawing a king of the hearts, event B is drawing king of the diamonds, they are mutually exclusive. Okay, mutually exclusive. So next we discuss the independent events. What is independent events? Independent events means that if two events, A and B, are such that B does not in any way affect A, and then A and B are said to be independent. That means event A can be independent on event B. They are not dependent on each other. But in some cases, they are dependent on each other. In this case, we call the dependent event. If B does affect A, then the events are said to be dependent. Now, look at this table. And in this table, we compare the three different events. That is independent events, dependent events, and mutually exclusive events. Please read these, their properties and examples to know the difference of these three different events. Okay, more examples. The three different events. This time we compare independent events and complementary of negation of the events and dependent events. Also, we give you some ideas. Okay. And please read these examples and try to think how what is the property of these three different events and how we can get their probabilities. What's the difference of their probabilities? To know their characteristics of the event is very important, because in later we'll discuss how to get their probabilities. We know that if we get the probability of an event, we must know all the possible outcomes and the favorable outcomes. And then we can use the number of the favorable outcomes divided by the total number of the outcomes. Then we can get the probability of a certain event. So it is very important to know the features of different events. And you can pause this video and read this example very carefully, okay? Now let's go on. That is compound events. That is any event combining two or more simple events. Okay, that is called compound events. If we use the symbol to present that is A or B are two events, their probability is probability in a single try event A occurs plus event B occurs, or they both occur. So that is a compound event.